Hey my faithful followers, Daniel here from Twin Bytes with another tutorial for you, this time on Microsoft OneNote. I've had a lot of people ask me, what is this program? Because it comes with the computer by default and it seems to want to take over the default printer as well. So a lot of people are even asking me, what is this program? And they have no clue what it is. So in this video tutorial, I'm going to explain exactly what you can do with this. So stick around. So usually in the last so many videos I've been doing, I had a picture-in-picture so you could see my face, but for the sake of saving time and pumping out more quality videos for you guys, I'm going to try doing videos without having to show my face when it's not really necessary, and there's more screen time here. So let me know in the comments below what you think about the picture-in-picture versus just a quality video. Let me know what you think of this. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and leave your comments below. Anyway, let's dive in here. So Microsoft OneNote, it comes with Windows by default. It's pre-installed, and if it's not installed already, you can get it from the Microsoft Store. And it's a free program, and in this version of it now with Windows 10, it's tied to the cloud, so you're not using it locally on the computer. The information is stored in the cloud in your Microsoft account, and the benefit to that is that you can access the information from your phone and other devices. So it's like a notebook that you would take notes in, and you can put pictures, text, charts, all kinds of stuff. So let's break it down. First, you have a notebook. So you can choose various types of notebooks, and you can add additional notebooks if you want to, and categorize it for what the notebook is about. So within this notebook, you've got different sections, and with these here now, the first one is the quick notes, and they've got some information in here that you could read through, and some of the basics information. But I created another tab here, or page. If we actually right click down here, it shows you can create a new section or a section group. So these are the different sections under the notebook. So this section here, called the YouTube tutorial, I've got multiple pages, and again, if I right click down here, I can go to create a new page, and there's also the links at the bottom here to add a new page or add another section. So I've got 3 pages set up here, and the first page I'm talking about the Draw tab in Microsoft OneNote, which is the tab that we're on right now at the top. So many of the features are pretty self-explanatory. You can probably figure out for yourself as you hover it over it. You can have an undo and a redo link. This one here is the selection tool, so you can use it to type in text or select objects that are in the window already, and use it to just start to type in text here as well. So I've typed in some stuff in here, and you can see that you can modify the font as well, bold, italic, underline, and with these sections here, you can take them and move them around as well, so it can go anywhere on the screen. So that's one of the good things about this, is that you can actually rearrange everything on your screen after you've inserted it. So you don't have to line everything up perfectly right away. Just scribble notes down, insert pictures, draw charts and diagrams and all kinds of stuff. So you've got an eraser here, and then multiple colored pens, and you can see some of the lines I was making with some of the different colored pens, and of course you can highlight them. Some of them have multicolored, and when you go to click on one of these and click down on the arrow below, you can choose between the size as well and the color, and there's more colors, and you can actually delete that pen that's up there, and with the plus sign you can go to add another pen, and it could be a pencil type or a pen type of drawing utensil, or a highlighter, and then you can choose what color it is and what size, and all that kind of stuff. So when you have something like that, then you can draw using that. And going to erase it is just simply clicking on the thing or swiping over it if you can't quite click on it. And if I want to delete this one, I click in the drop down menu and delete, so I just deleted the pen that I had created. The shapes here, you can go to insert a new shape, and just like anything here, you can grab any one of these things and create a shape, and depending on what color pen that you were on, it's going to draw the shape in that color. And yeah, that's that. Now the shapes as well, you can draw shapes or just insert them. Ink to shape. Now what you do with this, I've written something out here in ink, which is what they call it. So if I go up here to the lasso select tool and I just kind of go around this whole thing and highlight it all, then I click on the link ink to text, and now you can see here it says ink plus text. So it didn't quite convert it exactly the way I was expecting it to. It put that as a plus sign instead of a T, and then the O is still over here, you can see, as a circle. So it didn't really pick that up perfectly, but it's not too bad. And if I want to reverse this, I can just go over to the undo tool and it puts it right back over here. The maths feature here, you can convert and solve equations and such. So again, that's over here. If you highlight that equation and click on maths, then you can choose action to evaluate, and it gives you the answer. So this of course is a very basic equation, but you could have a complex thing, put that in there, select using the lasso tool, hit maths, and it will give you the answer. And then if you want, you can tell it to show the steps, and it breaks it down and tells you exactly how it did it. There's an X there to close out of there. And for the most part, that is the draw tab. So if we look at my second page in this section, we're referring to the home tab. So I'm going to go over to the home tab, and you should be familiar with pretty much all of these things here. If not, you need to look at Microsoft Word. We may have a tutorial on that. If not, we'll make one at some point. But just being able to use bold, italic, underline, highlight, and all that kind of stuff. And there's more features hidden in here and here. So and you can even dictate as well. If you have a microphone and you have the service enabled, you can do a speech to text on here. And on the third page, we've got the insert tab. So if we go over here to look at that, you can see that we've got some interesting things here. You can insert a table, and you can choose how many rows and columns that you want it to be. And I've got one in here I've inserted, and when you have that, you can actually start typing in there, inserting pictures into it, whatever it is that you would like to do. And I'm gonna go back over here for a second just to switch to my select tool. So if I wanted to throw something in here, I should be able to, but that's not going to go. But you can see here, we can type into the different cells. So the table is under insert tab here. Files, you can insert a file, which is what I've done here. And the printout option inserts a printout from a PDF. So rather than just having the file like I have here, down below you can see here data backup options. This is the file that is just like the printout, and it just inserted the whole thing in there. Now as we go down, we've got pictures you can insert, which I inserted a picture here. An online video, it just asks you for the location. So I've inserted a video here, which is one of my last videos I've done, and it's playable right from in here. One of the things, and then there's links you can add, which I've added one down here. Audio, which I didn't bother to do, but you can record an audio clip and it'll attach it here that you can play back later. And there's also other things like meeting details. If you were to have your calendar synchronized here, you could have that link right in here. And also the symbols, equations, maths is in here as well. Again, stickers, they've got a bunch of stuff in here, so I've added one down here. And researcher is actually pretty interesting because you can search for something on here and insert it, and I've done one here for OneNote, and it actually will search for the content for you and then insert the referencing links and that sort of thing. So this is good for doing homework with if you're doing research on a project. So under the View tab, it's kind of self-explanatory, some of the things. I mean, you can create a new window, reading view, zooming, changing the width. You can change the page color on here as well if you wanted to, and adding ruled lines if you wanted to have it look like a lined paper. And there's you can view the notes that have been deleted, which we don't have anything in here at this time. You can translate text and change accessibility options, replay selected content, so it kind of just shows how it was added back in again. And then there's the authors, like if you're collaborating and have more than one person contributing to the content on here, that would be in there as well. So that is all basic information there under the View. The help, of course, you can find some more information in here, and then in the training section they have a couple of quick videos on here in how to get started as well. So that's pretty much the gist of it. You can see that there's a variety of things that you can do with Microsoft OneNote, and it could be helpful for either business or personal use. So depending on what you're doing with it, and if you want to have it accessible from your phone, you can do the work on the computer, which is a lot easier to download and copy and paste things into, and then access that from your phone or a tablet, so you can easily look up things such as recipes and that sort of thing when you're in the kitchen on the tablet, and in a business meeting, or you're just on the road and you're looking up a shopping list on your cell phone. So that's it for this tech tutorial. I hope you found it helpful. If so, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell to be notified every time we come out with a new video every week. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.